that, welcome back to yet another video on my channel. This time around we're gonna be going over 20 fingers RYOMEN / the best divine restriction build in this game right now. The problem with 20 fingers RYOMEN, I'ma say this straight up, usually you play RYOMEN with divine restriction, at least that's what you're supposed to play, because RYOMEN is currently the best race for divine restriction. But the problem with that is that maybe you guys can already tell. Let me use this real quick. As you can already tell, this actually takes mana. This flame arrow actually takes mana, which is probably not the best thing if you want to play it with divine restriction, and that is why I'm not gonna go over that flame arrow too much. But as you guys can see already, I have solid int 225, but it still barely does any damage. Other abilities at that point do more damage. I don't know if it scales with Clover's, probably not, because it's a race ability. It's just a bad ability. The flame arrow unfortunately looks amazing, but it's just bad. Let's see another one. And also you have to like aim almost perfectly for it to hit. Alright, yeah, there you guys see it. You also get slowed for the first few hits, unfortunately. But yeah, the flame arrow is just not it. It's not worth playing it. It's cool, I guess. It's like one of the coolest abilities in the game, in my opinion. It just looks cool and everything, but unfortunately it's just very, very weak. And unless you like stand right in front of the enemy or have a perfect view of the enemy, it's not even gonna hit sometimes. And like, that's a huge problem in my opinion. That is a part of 20 fingers RYOMEN, but as I said, just not viable. Maybe with key there are some fun builds to go with, but as of right now, it is probably not the best thing you want to go for. At least not that flame arrow. Now on to the actual race that like works or has synergy with heavily restricted. We are using Sunshine right now with a divine nullifier. We have a devil equipped, of course, which is also an anti-magic devil. Just want to say that. If you guys want to see that, I can make a video on it. It's pretty nice actually, or it has gotten pretty nice. Anyhow, we got the 2% buff from that as well. Unfortunately, it's not skilled on con, but that doesn't matter too much. Yeah, obviously we are 20 fingers RYOMEN, and quick thing, what does 20 fingers RYOMEN do in total? 5 fingers you get 5% more slashing damage and 125 HP. At 10 fingers you get 10% more slashing damage on top, 125 HP, 250 more mana, which kind of loses value after using it with the R anyway. But 15 fingers you get 15% more slashing damage, 250 HP and 250 mana. And with 20 fingers you get the fire arrow, 20% more slashing damage, 250 more HP and 500 mana, and it increases pretty much all soft caps, health, mana, and damage instant soft caps, which is pretty huge. And that makes RYOMEN pretty strong for the R users. There are instances, I guess, where you can use the R with Dracarim, but obviously this is a 20 fingers RYOMEN video, so we're not gonna go over that too much. So how you get the fingers is by killing these normal devils or lesser devils. I'm going to go over the normal devils first. The normal devils have a drop chance per tier. Obviously it increases. As you can see, the legendary chance has devil fingers here. So if you farm devils, you have a chance to drop a devil finger. The devil fingers also have a chance to drop from corrupted lesser devils, but you need RYOMEN equipped for that chance to be there. As you can see, it is a fairly low chance, I know, but I think it should be possible. It just requires a lot of grinding, and I'll be honest you guys, I didn't do it myself either. I was almost constantly in a party with someone else that did a devil, or I did a devil and gave it to him. It's very much recommended to do it with another person, otherwise like it's gonna take years, it's gonna take ages for that. I just recommend doing it with someone else. So, for stats, you should be going... This is crazy, by the way. I have 7 prestigious for stats already, and also Fabius Blessing, and also the Hellbrand armor, which also gives me insane stats. Look at this. I pretty much have max dexterity for a lot of you guys. I'm gonna put it at 300 regardless, just because I can. I just want to max out my World Slasher damage a little bit more, but obviously the RYOMEN max should be around 213, and if you put 10% on top of that, I think it should be like around 236 or something like that if you have 20 fingers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it should be around that. I'm still gonna put it at 300 and 260, the remaining ones, into con, which puts me at about 7,700 HP, and I'm not even max level, so that probably gets to about 8k HP just from this alone. And I also have insane damage, which we will try out instantly. Let's see. My M1 damage is 217, dude. What the that sounds insane. Wait. For accessories, the best thing you should go for as a 20 frames RYOMEN user, you should go with Jack Smite, the Halloween hat that you have in the shop right now. Aetherstone Pauldrons, the Lesser Devil Worm, which has pretty solid stats as well. Of course, I can run that one. The Maelstrom Vessel Light, or the other one from the Halloween event. Doesn't really matter. This one you can change as well, but this one's obviously from the Corrupted Kraken. You should go with the Divine Nullifier just because of the Word Slasher thing. Hellbrand Armor still being the best one. The best in slot for DR users. Sunken Sigil Earrings, because the Corrupted Kraken ones give you int instead of a little bit of con, so I switched them out as well. I just realized that this one from Red, the newer one, is actually better than the Scarlet Hex Necklace as well, which puts me at about 7,900 HP already, which is insane. Obviously the Royal Azure Cape, and then these rings, but they don't really matter anyway. But that should be about everything that you need for accessories. Those are pretty much the best in slot things for RYOMEN 20 fingers, Divine Restriction. I'd say, without further ado, let's hop into a Witch Queen real quick and see how well we fare off. Alright, now we are at the Witch's place. Let's see. So, Word Slasher, ooh, does not bad damage. I mean, obviously the Witch has shield, so we don't really know how much that was, but seems pretty strong. Okay, the last hit being 385? Yeah, 389 or something. That's pretty strong, not even gonna lie. Let's see how fast we can get 10, actually. One Word Slasher doing more than 2%, bro. That was more than 2% with one Word Slasher. I mean, especially for something like Witch, where other people need spatial. This is pretty strong. Okay, now we got Weekend. I just want to point out that I don't actually have the proper family for this. I think the newest family, Stara, or what it's called. The Stara might be the next best family. I think it buffs slashing damage even further, so that one would have gotten us to 10% even faster, probably. I have Mana Scroll equipped right now. I guess you can also play Slash Magic with RYOMEN 20 fingers, and then also be able to use the Flame Arrow, but as it stands right now, I just think Slash Magic has... It's not bad, but like it doesn't have high enough stat caps for me to consider it to be worth going for it. And Word Slasher is just, I don't know, in my opinion, Word Slasher does have the upper hand compared to the abilities of Slash Magic, but yeah, that is why I would recommend playing Divine Restriction. Now we gotta wait on these people to finish as well. But yeah, I think health-wise you can get up to like 8.5k or something. I think that should be fairly possible. And also, don't forget that you can also use Devil Union. Eventually that will get even better. You can also use Faust Family, which boosts Devil Union by, I think it's additive, that it gives you 10% even more stats from your devil when in Devil Union, which brings you from 40% to 50%, which is amazing. But yeah, that's kind of about it, you know. RYOMEN 20 frames is not really all that. I guess it's fun to play, but as it stands right now, it just misses like that, you know. It just doesn't have the edge over proper magics like Key Magic, Legion Magic, Dark Magic, all these types of magics. I think they are just better. For DR, however, I think Drakarin is gonna be #1 eventually. I haven't gotten the Platinum Egg or Gold Egg, unfortunately, but I think if you have that, Drakarin might actually bang as well, especially with that dragon. We don't know if that dragon takes mana yet or something. Unfortunately, DR is just in a spot where you can play it, but it's like it doesn't hold up too well damage-wise with the others. In my opinion, it needs like 1 or 2 more abilities for it to like actually be viable, in a sense that you can compare it to other magics that are pretty much on top, like Dark or Light. But yeah, I think that's about it. They're gonna finish off this Witch real quick, and then if you guys do want to see more, then make sure to let me know in the comments. I am obviously open for any type of suggestion. Just leave them down in the comments below. Just keep in mind that I cannot do every single suggestion because it does take quite a while to prepare these videos, do the thumbnails, everything, because I do all of these things myself. However, if you guys haven't already, please leave a like, subscribe, make sure to join my guild Discord for EU and NA players. It's in the description down below, you can apply. If you are based in Asia, then make sure to join the Illustrados. They're also a pretty good guild. Both of these guilds have XP buffs, etc. It's probably good for you to join. I don't think there's any reason not to join. We are also hosting stuff pretty often. We're grinding pretty actively, so If that says something to you, then yeah, make sure to check us out. I hope to see you guys in the next one soon. I will be doing a hybrid paladin / hybrid devil guide pretty soon, but yeah, that is what you guys can expect. Other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.